Hello epic viewers from around the multiverse, prepare to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to be revealing the utmost expensive, utmost best Marvel Legends action figure lot of 2018 on eBay. Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's allow the frivolities to commence. So as you can unequivocally see, a Marvel Legends action figure lot was recently procured on September 8th of 2018 for a grand total of $5,767.08. I'm trying to fathom that concept. This lot sold for almost $5,800. It was roughly $33 shy of damn. Let's redo this. Oh, epic viewers from around the multiverse, prepare to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to be revealing the utmost best, utmost expensive Marvel Legends action figure lot of 2018 on eBay. Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's allow the frivolities to commence, let's allow the antics to ensue, and let's allow ineffable epicness to oversaturate this video. So, as you can unequivocally see, a Marvel Legends action figure lot comprised of over 300 figurines sold for a grand total of $5,767.08. Let that marinate into the bowels of your mind. Let that pervade the chasms of your mind. This lot was just $33 shy of $5,800. Or I guess you could say it was roughly $29.88 if you want to be technical. I mean, damn, I made a blunder. Let's redo that. Hello epic viewers from around the multiverse, prepare to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to be revealing the utmost best epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to be revealing the utmost best, utmost expensive Marvel Legends action figure lot of 2018 on eBay. Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's allow the frivolities to commence, let's allow the antics to ensue, and let's allow this video to be oversaturated with ineffable epicness. So as you can unequivocally see, if you read the nitty-gritty, if you read the fine print, a Marvel Legends action figure lot sold for $5,767.08 via eBay on September 8th of 2018 at 7:46 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. These figurines, sorry about that, let's redo that. That sounded incohesive. These figurines were originally relegated to Cincinnati, Ohio. Whose possession are they in now? I do not know. That is an enigma, and that mystery remains unsolved. Will anyone demystify it? I do not know. The future is unforeseeable, unpredictable, precarious, and obscure beyond a veil of time. As time elapses, we may possibly know who possesses a lot. Unfortunately, it's not me. Now, this lot is comprised of over 300 figurines. These figures are prodigious. These figures are robust. These figures are stellar. These figures are intricately detailed. These figures are just paradigms of resounding perfection. These figures are anything but mediocre. With the exception of the Hasbro figures. The Hasbro figures are just lackluster, shoddy, abysmal relative to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figures and DC Universe Classics figures that were sculpted by the Horrorson Studios Corporation. So, this lot is comprised of a myriad of Build-A-Figures. It's comprised of custom-made figures, and it's comprised of an assortment of other figures. You have figures derived from the Masters of the Universe Classics line, such as Skeletor, Evil Seed, and this guy. You have die-cast metal collectibles of Superman, which is not very appealing per se. Moving on, you have Darkseid with severed body parts. You can amalgamate all the body parts together to get one cohesive figure. Then you have a DC Multiverse version of Batman and Superman. And then I believe you may have custom-made figures of Scorpion and the Lizard. I'm uncertain as to whether or not these two figures are custom figures, but enlighten me and let me know as to whether or not they're custom-made figures. I doubt you'll know either. So here's the main value of the lot, or the main draw of the lot. The most enticing aspect of this lot is being able to procure a massive, gigantic, enormous, prodigious DC Universe Classics action figure collection and Marvel Legends action figure collection in one fell swoop. Comes as Galactus, MODOK, the Red Hulk, Kingpin, members of the Wrecking Crew, Captain America, Iron Man, Giant Man, Apocalypse, the Sentinel, MODOK. We seem to have nearly all the Toy Biz Build-A-Figures. We have 05 in here, or 06 I should say, which are from Series 9 through 15. So, based on the composition of this lot, it's comprised roughly of 150 Marvel Legends and 150 DC Universe Classics figures. That would be my estimate. You have nearly a completed Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figure collection, and of course you have a massive near complete DC Universe Classics action figure collection. I mean, this lot may be missing certain variants, but buying variants shouldn't take precedence over buying characters that you don't have in action figure form. So you get Marvel Legends, DC Universe Classics figures, some DC Direct figures, Marvel Select figures, and many more. You get ample Build-A-Figures, custom pieces, prototypes of Batman and Superman, a hand-painted prototype of a Darkseid and Build-A-Figure, and action figures never released in stores, and you get over 300 figurines, Build-A-Figure pieces, but you're paying close to $20 per figure, likely closer to slightly over $19 per figure, but I guess it would warrant the price if you're an avid devout DC and Marvel fan. You're getting a slew of Build-A-Figure pieces, and what would give you the impetus to buy this lot as opposed to buying them individually? Well, you can save yourself a copious amount of time by just buying everything in one fell swoop. These figures individually are a fortune to buy, and if you buy them in smaller lots, you're not going to really get them cheaper for $20 per figure in smaller lots when you factor in the cost of the Build-A-Figures. I mean, the Build-A-Figures alone typically can range from anywhere from $50 to $200 each. So even if you're laying out less money on the individual figures by buying them in lots devoid of Build-A-Figures, you're going to break the bank when you start buying the Build-A-Figures. I mean, Giganta alone, she could likely sell for probably over $200. These figures, especially Metallo, are not cheap by any means. Batman Beyond, that's a $30 figure. Marvel Select figures are expensive, so you may say, oh, I'm paying a premium by paying over $19 per figure, but when you factor in the fact that you're getting most, if not all, of the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures, most, if not all, of the DC Universe Classics Build-A-Figures, Marvel Select figures, Masters of the Universe Classics figures, and nearly all the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures, plus nearly all the DC Universe Classics figures, you couldn't have gone wrong on buying this lot. If I had the money, and if I lacked most of these figures, and I would consider buying the lot even for over $6,000. But that's just me. I bought a Marvel Legends lot. I paid $22 per figure, and it came with a bunch of Hasbro figures, which are chintzy and shoddy relative to their Toby's Marvel Legends counterparts, and it was missing a slew of Toy Biz Build-A-Figures, so I've convinced while buying that lot. But you couldn't have gone wrong buying this lot. One lucky buyer now will be able to indulge in taking a gander at these pieces of eye candy in the form of inanimate hunks of plastic. So you get 3 100+ action figures for under $5,800. Plus, the buyer was able to recoup some of his money in the form of eBay bucks, because you get 1% back minimum when you purchase anything via eBay, excluding shipping costs. So, but a stellar deal. Try getting all these figures plus the Build-A-Figures plus custom-made figures and Masters of the Universe figures for under $5,800. And even if you could find them under that price, which you won't, the time that you drain and earmark towards hunting them down for a similar price would bear a tremendous opportunity cost, because you could otherwise be working. So it's more efficacious to buy everything in lots, even if you pay something more, and even though in this case you're not, just so that you can maximize the time you're working and minimize the time that you're hunting down hunks of plastic. Buy everything in one fell swoop. We even have the Parademon, Man-Bat, the Thing, Hydra Soldiers, the Juggernaut, Toyman, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Captain Atom, Green Lantern Corps, and many, many more, such as Solemn Grundy, and Black Manta, and Ares. So I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and insightful and informative and enthralling. Have a wonderful, blissful, extraordinary day. We even have the Rhino, and Majesto, and Mysterio, and Falcon, Spider-Woman, and Namor, and Galactus, as well as Angel and Ghost Rider. Vice and Majestra, I meant to say Maestro. We even have Absorbing Man and Sandman, and Deadpool, She-Hulk, Captain Britain, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Bizarro, Parasite, Green Arrow, Red Arrow, Robin, Major Force, Black Panther, and the list goes on and on and on. Once again, I hope that you found this video to be ineffably enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.